Okay, everyone, welcome to week 5, our 6 practices of fully devoted followers of Jesus Christ. 6 practices of fully devoted followers. Week 5, hospitality. Hospitality. Welcoming strangers and nurturing friendships that build community. Hospitality, this is what I mean by that we're welcoming strangers into our lives and we're nurturing friendships that build community. Okay, so the timeline this week is to celebrate what's going on in your stories. We do this thing at staff called God Stories, to be talking about what God's doing, to be celebrating what God has done throughout the week and nurturing a heart of service. That's really our hope and our objective for this week, is that we are nurturing and cultivating. Right? We talked about formation last week, now we're talking about hospitality, that we formed a heart of hospitality, of service, a heart for service, and gaining insight into the needs of our communities, both local, yes, and global. Moving forward into a lifestyle modeled by Jesus, what Jesus has done. You can see in your prayer points in your facilitator guide. Again, I just want to point you back to that. You should know this book so well that you're pointing out errors in it. You should be telling me what's coming next, because this is going to be very important for you as a leader, so that you're informed and you're informing those that you're leading well. I just want to talk a little bit about your leader preparation for this week and what's important that you walk through. Follow up with anybody who was absent last week and arrange time to pray for them. Arrange time, even if it's just a coffee throughout the week. Hey, I know you weren't able to make it. Could we meet up this week? I want to pray for you and hang out with you and see how you're doing. And maybe hear their story again if you were absent or they were absent, or ask them what God's doing in their life. Other ways you can prepare for this week is if your group members continue to sit in the same seats. You know, you come around and everybody's kind of in that semicircle oval thing, and you look to the left and it's the same person. You look to the right, it's the same person. Switch up the seats. You know, maybe have little groups and switch up the seating. The reason I say that, it's going to stimulate different conversations. It's going to stimulate different relationships. It's going to help people connect with people they may not have wanted to before. And they'll discover, wow, Jesus loves this person just like he loves me. Like, we have enough in common to build a friendship that lasts lifelong, all because of the cross. Tonight, it's so important tonight, right? We're nurturing a heart of service. We're hoping that people would grow in hospitality. We're doing some facilitation tonight for some assessments. So this is exciting, right? This is really great that we get to walk through what it's like to see our leadership style and a spiritual gift assessment. So these are assessments, and I really try to set that in stone for people, that these are not the gospel. These are assessments, and it's specifically pointing out things that you see in yourself, maybe things you haven't seen before. And it's not the truth. It's just it's a look at what's going on in your life and probably where you have some gifting. And so as you lead people through these assessments, I just want you to know, just to reiterate, that it's okay to disagree with it. At the end of the assessment, if they're like, that's not me at all, that's okay. They can disagree with that and ask why. Oh, it says that you're this leadership style. Why don't you think you are that? And give them some ownership over it, give them some license to disagree, and it's actually going to stimulate conversation. Again, we're not doing this so we can find out what everybody's leadership style is. We're doing this so that your group can grow closer and discover each other and grow in their spiritual friendship, that they would feel empowered because of their community to have a heart for service. So you're going to facilitate the leadership style assessment and the spiritual gifts assessment. And the information for how to do that is going to be in your facilitator guide. So you're going to do those assessments this week. In the week of hospitality, you're going to talk about the leadership style assessment and the spiritual gifting assessment. Okay? Your guide will tell you exactly how to work through that. Again, I just want to reiterate that you would take notes when each person shares their stories, things they're questioning or may not believe, to write that down. When it comes to the leadership style and gifts assessments, go over the importance of self-awareness. Help people understand the vision of participating in a leadership style assessment, a spiritual gift assessment. Help them understand that it's meant to help them. It's meant to empower them, not to limit them. That they're probably a lot bigger and a lot more complicated than this really simple assessment. And I will say, please have fun with this. It's so fun getting to know what you're good at and what others are good at and how you've grown, and maybe you've been surprised by your own growth, and maybe areas where you could see growth, weaknesses where they're underdeveloped strengths that you might have, or different things like that. It's so fun to share that and explore that. So share your results. Ask your group to share results. Anyway, more on that in the facilitator guide. Okay, that's almost it. One closing thought for this week is, as you close, confirm the time and the location for your serve experience. Your serve experience is coming up. 100% participation is the goal here. So making sure that you have people coming out. A lot of times leaders will ask me, well, I had no buy-in to my group and I couldn't get people to come out and serve. Well, you know what? You're not alone in that. That happens a lot. Here's a really simple way to create engagement and create buy-in, is give people two options. Say, hey guys, on this day, we're going to do this. Hey, on Friday, we're going to help our missions department with making groceries, or on Tuesday evening, we're going to help at this homeless shelter. And giving people two options and seeing which the group goes with. And the majority that the group goes with, great. If everybody says, yeah, we want to do one thing together, that's the goal. But if you just can't get there, then you as the leader go to both, or delegate a person in your group to lead this night and you go to this night. And just be clear about whatever we do, we got to serve. We got to serve because it's in us, and we need to cultivate that heart. It's as we lean into that inertia is going to take over in our spirituality, and we're going to grow in our heart for service and our hospitality, nurturing friendships from strangers and caring for those around us that are in need. So that's it for our week this week. Thanks for watching this video.